Okay, we move on. All right,
So
so
what are you
I'm
drinking?
drinking this cherry cola rum cocktail, and I
Shut
usually
the
am not like a cherry
no
person.
no 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 no! Shut the fuck up! You're fucking with me.
Are you drinking cherry
I
cola
am
rum
literally
cocktail?
drinking Diet Coke, cherry juice, Bacardi. Wow! Oh my god! We literally
Are in sync.
are on the same wavelength. Were you a really lonely kid? Like you didn't have a lot of friends?
Uh,
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
well, I
Let's
think
talk about that.
well, before we get to that, I think my mom went because some of her friends grew up in the city while she didn't grow up in the city. Like a lot of them had hobbies. Like they were a good dancer, they sang, or like
Right.
they had like something they were doing. And so she was like, okay, I got to give my daughter something. So when she grows up, she has something. Um, I Now speaking about like if I was a lonely kid, based on like how my mom responds to me when I say I have friends, she's like so amazed
Aw,
that I have friends.
it's cute.
And then like ever since I was a child, I'm like, "Oh, mom, I made a new friend. I want to go to her house." She's like, "Oh, here you go. You can take these food to them and you can
Yeah.
like I'll go hang out with their mom, whatever." And up until even high school, if I said my friend was doing it, she let me do like, "Mom, a bunch of my friends are jumping off the bridge." She's like, "Oh, here's some money, go do it," you know? Like
Yeah. Yeah, you
sometimes I would like tell my mom it was somebody else's idea just so like they believe like just so they let me do things when like it
oh,
was my idea.
dude, I had
But
the exact same experience. So you must have been a lonely kid because I was a lonely kid.
but I look back, I was like, was I really that lonely?
I
Like
mean, okay, the thing is like I feel
I
like
think I was perceived as lonely.
right, exactly.
And then for a bit that was the reality, but that
Yeah.
wasn't always a reality. Like it's like loneliness is it's like it goes in and out, no?
That's very true. And I feel like also sometimes parents will sort of latch onto one thing that you said, um, like almost like confirmation bias, where it's like, I don't know if I'm using that term correctly, but um, like you say, one day you come home and you're like, oh my God, like I don't have any friends, like I'm
Oh.
really depressed. And then like they are like, wait, is she the kind of person that isn't going to make friends easily? And
Like
then
I
that
swear
kind of
she's
like,
always worried about me
yeah,
like that. But my sister, she's not worried about
yes,
her like
especially
that
if
at
you have,
all.
yeah, if you have a sibling who is like a lot more social than you, because my brother is very like, he just talks and talks and talks. And he makes friends very easily. So like when you have the two kids and you sort of like are, you're always comparing them, like let's be real.
Yeah.
Um, I'm talking like I have kids, but like I just know my mom like so well. And I know
Okay,
she
when I
compares
have
us.
kids, I'm comparing them.
Oh yeah, 100%. And you gotta have a favorite too.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no way parents don't have favorites. Like I know I'm the favorite.
I think I'm like in and out. Like
You're
I
in and
think I'm
out.
still on
Yeah.
like a what is that remedial or whatever.
Mm.
It's like
Oh,
constantly adjusting.
dude, you gotta get out of that. How are you meant to get any money from your parents otherwise?
um
How are you meant to scam them out of money if you're not the
how you meant
favorite?
to scam them is so funny. But yeah, I don't I perceive my childhood as a very lonely childhood, but when I like really think about it, I'm like people have had lonelier childhoods. Like I think I had friends. I think I was pretty okay.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
Yeah.
I definitely had a little group for a bit.
And
And then
that's all you need, a little group, you know?
yeah,
When the
yeah,
group gets
exactly.
too big, it's like
Yes. Or
then
like
you're lonely again.
you're part of a big group, but like you have your side group. You know what I mean?
Your core, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
You
you
gotta
all
have
have like
your
this mutual understanding that like yeah, you like sit with your bigger group at lunch, but when you actually like need someone, like you come to each other, you don't go to those other people. They're not
mhm.
really, they're just there for decoration.
In college, I feel like I had a pretty big group of friends, like from
Mm-hmm.
sophomore to junior year, maybe, until like COVID happened and everybody had to leave. But I
Yeah.
think I had like a pretty big group of friends that also felt like a core group of friends, which I was like, I always thought those were two contradictory facts. And even now, I don't believe that that can exist where you have like a group of 10 people as your group, but like a group of three or four be your core group. But I had like a group of like, I think it might have been like 8 to 10, and like they were my core group.
Yeah.
I like cared individually about every single one of them, and like
Really.
I try to get every single one of them involved in everything, which made planning things like really tough, to be very honest. But so most of the time all we did was like hang out at this like, maybe 10 is a big number, maybe it was like 8, but
Mm-hmm.
we just like studied together, or like all we could do is play like college pool, you know watch movies, like things that's easy to organize for like 8 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you have like 3 people, 4 people, it's so easy. It's like, hey, bro, you want to go?
Yeah, exactly.
But when it's 8 people, I don't know. It
Yeah,
wasn't that
that's
bad. It wasn't that harsh in terms of organization because none of them had any other friends. Like we were the group,
right. Yeah. That's
so
that's
we
always
were
good. It's
so
always
we were
good to
always
have.
hanging out. I miss them.
Oh.
Oh.
I also had a group of friends in college. Um, and it was also, but it wasn't like that. It was like what I was describing earlier, where you have the big group and you have your little core.
Hmm.
Because I don't know, I don't do good in a group setting. I feel like I'm just not like I'm a good in one-on-one conversationalist. Like I'm not good at interjecting in like a
This
group
was
because
like
I
one of my insecurity recently, which is like
really.
at some point I got so good at group settings
Mhm.
because there's like a few like things you can do to play up group energy where you like call someone out from across the table and that kind of connects the group. Like I feel like there were like little tricks I knew that like I could use to play in a group setting.
Right.
But and
You
then
want
but
to teach me those?
when
I
you're
don't know any of
talking, well, I don't know any of them anymore. Low key, I don't know. That was a different person. But I back then, I started really worrying about maybe I don't know how to be like an individual connector because like I'd like try to talk one on one, and I was like, I have no idea what to talk to you because I can't call out any of those group tricks. You know what I'm saying?
them.
Like, that was the exact opposite insecurity I had. Um, Now I don't have it anymore because now I'm a full introvert. Uh,
Hell
I
yes.
don't do crazy in group settings anymore, um, because I'm more authentic. Anyways, back to your story. I cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. That's interesting. I don't think you've ever mentioned that to me. That you,
That I felt that I was bad in person,
yeah,
like one on
because
one.
I obviously I don't feel that way about you. I think you're a great conversationalist. That's why I'm talking to you right now. But
This
like,
is like, this is gonna do so much for my ego that like someone wants to talk to me individually for like an hour, like
yeah, on a regular
on
basis.
a regular basis.
Yeah. Even though we have not like, there's no reason.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, we don't have anything to really discuss. But yeah, you please remember some of those tricks and teach me because I'm so bad in a group setting. Like if I'm drunk, I'll do a bit better.
I think
But
it's the exact like drunk energy that I can bring to group settings
right,
sober,
yeah,
where I'm like, it's the same thing because when you're drunk, you're trying to like pick a fight almost, but not really,
yes,
and
100%.
it's like it's almost flirting, to be very honest with you, but
Yes,
not very seriously.
very true. I agree with all of
So
this.
you give like a very strange compliment. You're like negging people. I do all of that like without needing alcohol.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
You're just a
I don't know.
bitch
I can't anymore.
naturally.
Well, I guess you could say that.
But anyway, I was saying in college, I had a group of friends,
Hmm.
and sort of similar to like what we were talking about, like being drunk and having that like weird aggressive flirting. I did that a lot because um, my friends and I, like, I went to a college, or I should say university rather, because this is in Sydney.
Hmm.
So my university was like in the city. So it's not like here in America where you have like a college town and there's like nothing else to do in the town. Like I mean I don't really even know if that's true because I haven't really been to a college town like that. But like, we would just go to bars
Hmm.
mostly. Like every Friday after class, like we would
That's
just
like classic college experience.
right. Okay, sure. Yeah,
Like
that's
that. Who
universal.
has any other hobbies in college other than go to
Sure.
bars?
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know why I thought that was just like an Australian thing. Um, but like I was 18 though. That's the thing. I guess that's a
Oh yeah,
difference.
no. You
Yeah.
just have fakes in America. That's what you do.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Or you just get somebody to buy it and then you do it at somebody's house.
Yeah, so that's the thing is like we
Yeah.
didn't do a lot of house parties because it's like why would I want to go to your house, like your dirty, like disgusting house, when we could go to like a nice bar and I could get like a watered down drink for $20.
I
Um,
flip between like wanting to go to bars and going wanting to go to somebody's house, depending on how many people are there, you know?
I
Somebody's
think
house is
yeah.
intimate, you know?
Yeah, I think if it's a big party, I would go to someone's house. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of unwieldy to have like many people in a bar.
Hmm.
And I know firsthand because my group was also like maybe 8 to 10 people.
Yeah.
Um, and it was like sometimes we would go to a bar and they'd be like, oh, how many of you are there? And we'd be like what, 8, 9? And they'd be like, uh, there's no seats for you. Like I don't know what you want to do. Like, um, anyway, so what was I saying? I've
You went to bars on the
we went to
weekends.
bars. And okay, so I would drink, and it didn't help that all my friends and I would get aggressive and whatever, and it didn't help that all my everyone in my group was a guy.
Hmm.
They're all men, and I was literally the only
Well,
woman.
they're 18, so they're boys.
Right? Yeah, they're boys, and they're studying a STEM subject, so
STEM
they're
boys.
STEM boys, which is like they're like infants.
And the
Um,
funny thing is, we picked up the two ends of the spectrum on having a lot of uh, guy friends. I don't want to say boyfriends because that's factually inaccurate.
mhm.
Uh, because I also, my group was primarily guys, also like same age range, but we never went to bars. Like we maybe occasionally drank at somebody's
Okay.
house, but
Yeah.
we only bonded like with games and conversations and movies
Oh.
and like uh but yeah, no, yours sounds the complete opposite of that where you're just going to bars and getting shit
Yeah,
faced, I
I
guess.
don't think I wouldn't say I ever bonded with any of those people.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I ended up dating one of them, which was like a really big mistake. I don't recommend doing that.
Hmm.
Um, so I guess I did kind of bond. And I did have like a core, like two or three of them. I was like, you guys are really cool. And if you're not coming to the bar this week, I'm not going, you
And
know?
did you have any girlfriends at the time?
I had a couple, but they were not drinkers. They didn't like to drink.
Oh.
And I was like, freshly 18, and I wanted to go everywhere, every club, every bar. Um, and they didn't want to do that. So like, you know, they might come for like the first round and have like a Coke or something. And then they'd be like, oh, it's like, it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go home. And it's like, what? Like,
What?
I'm not. Like the night's just
Buzzkill over
begun.
here.
Like, yeah,
You didn't
exactly.
have your girls. They didn't have your back.
No, no. I
Oh.
mean, I don't know. Yeah, and we weren't really that close. I don't know. We didn't have anything in common. Um, so yeah, I was forced to hang out with these guys, and I was forced to. I couldn't make any other
Well, you
friends.
don't have choices at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Um, and I was like, so, oh man, when I think about like how I was like kind of a pick me. I was
Oh
kind of like
no,
an attention.
absolutely. You have to be.
Yeah, I was like an attention whore a little bit. I was like, oh, look at me. I'm so cool. I have all these weird, nerdy guy friends that I go out with every weekend, and
And
I
I
don't
don't
come
get
home
along with
till
other
2.
girls because they don't want
Yeah,
to drink.
yeah, because I'm like the cool girl, and I like drink beers with the guys and all of that stuff. I was insufferable. Um, and one of the most insufferable things that I did was, you know, I would go out and drink and, you get a little warm. I'm in sort of like a hot climate,
Mm-hmm.
Sydney, nice weather and everything. And I never tied my hair up,
Mm-hmm.
even though it was hot as shit and I'd be drinking and have like Asian flush, whatever. Like, I would never tie my hair up because I was a cool girl and I was laid
Yeah,
back and I
gotta
was
let your hair
chill.
down.
Yeah. I don't put my hair up. That's some uptight,
Ballerina
uptight
shit.
bitch shit. Yeah. So, so like my hair would be out and I'd be drinking, be at the bar, and like these guys would be around me. I'd be like on top of the world, and I would be like the most corny ass bitch, and I'd turn to one of the guys and be like, "Hey, I'm like kind of hot. Do you have a hair tie? 'Cause I just gotta tie my hair up." It's like,
And none of your guys had long hair, huh?
no. Why would they?
I don't
Why would
know.
anybody in that fucking group have a hair tie?
That's true.
If I didn't have one, why would they? And they would just like look at me like, who the fuck is like, what am I doing? Like, I think I could see like them like sober up a little bit, their eyes, just like glaze over. Like, what is this bitch talking about? It's not a funny joke by any means, but I thought I was
It's
like the
like it's like
funniest.
making space. It's like because if you asked me if I had a hair tie and we went out, like honestly, I can't promise I would give you one because I have really short hair. But some of my girls have always carried a hair tie, and I have relied on that. It's a
Always, yeah.
very delicate moment of connection. 'Cause this is a hair tie that's been on your friend's hair, and it's now on yours. It's like
Very
a
true.
call for a connection,
Very true. Actually, I
and
never
your
thought of
guys
it
are
like
now
that.
giving it to you. That's exactly what you wanted, a hair tie that's been on your girl's hair.
Mm. You might be right, actually. I actually never thought about that.
An emotional moment to
Yeah,
have
I,
a
I
piece of
was just,
someone.
yeah, I was just craving that feminine bond.
Yeah, and
That,
what could your guys have given you? Like
no,
their
exactly.
shoelace? Like nothing of theirs you can borrow.
Shoelace.
Like, hey bro, can I borrow your shoelace?
Do guys have like that alternative? Like, do they have
Like, hey bro, can I borrow your bracelet? Like, I think it's so cute when
bracelet?
girls can like borrow jewelry. It's like, hey, can I like and
Yes.
it's like it's a piece of jewelry that's like your
Hmm.
style and for the night it's mine because this is a part of you that I want to also like embody.
Hmm. Yeah, or sharing clothes. I've always
Sharing
felt that way,
clothes.
sharing clothes, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe guys share clothes too. Maybe they just don't let me know
Maybe the
or let
gay
us
ones
know.
too.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like calling for a deeper connect that only your feminine friendships can allow you to feel.
Yeah. So maybe do you think that I was like wanting my guy friends to be girls, but I just like
Yes,
didn't
you
realize
wanted
it. It
them
was like a
to.
subconscious thing.
Yeah, you wanted them to carry around hair ties and like
Yeah.
treat you like a woman and like be women themselves. Wear
Yeah,
jewelry,
yeah.
wear hair ties that they can give to you.
I was like forcing them to be women. I was forced
Yes,
feminizing them.
forced feminization,
I was
like
sprinkling estrogen in their beer.
literally.
That's great,
And I
guys.
wish you did like a 4-year experiment to see if that worked because I would start right away. I think this world needs more women and less men in STEM.
Very, very true. Very true. I think we all, every woman in STEM right now, we all have a responsibility to put estrogen in our coworkers' beers so that they become more tolerable. I'm
Literally,
sick of this toxic masculinity. Okay, well, fucking do something about it. Buy some estrogen.
and microdose your coworkers.
Exactly. Problem
And
solved.
you know what? None of them know like how to protect their drinks from being roofied anyways.
They weren't taught
None of
that.
them are watching their drinks.
No,
Just pour it
also,
in.
as a woman, you can make things and bring it to a shared space like an office or a school or whatever, and people will instantly trust that you
Have
have
the
not
purest
put estrogen
intention.
in it.
Like this trad wife lady
Yeah,
just bought to this office brownies and we're gonna eat it because it's probably
exactly.
gonna be delicious. I don't know.
Estrogen brownies.
And they're specifically estrogen brownies. I've
Yes.
never thought about this. I
Well,
should have.
I have. I
You
have.
fed your coworkers estrogen brownies?
Yes. No, I'm kidding.
Well, yeah.
But I've thought about it, actually. I've
Wouldn't
thought
that be
about
so cool? Like, wouldn't that be so cool?
that would be awesome. I actually have a weird like story, I guess, on feeding my coworkers brownies. So, this recent job that I have, there's a couple people who aren't in the city that I work in. They're like in a different. They're like overseas or whatever. And one of my interviews was with like this guy who's overseas. He's now my coworker, but he asked me a question like towards the end of the interview, like most interviews go, like, "Oh, what are your hobbies? Like, what do you like to do in your spare time?" And I was already like quite nervous for some reason. Like this whole interview, I was like very on edge for some
Mhm.
reason. But like not like this. This is a mistake I'd probably make even if I wasn't on edge, but I was like, oh, I really love reading, and then I was like, oh, reading's not really like an interesting hobby. I should have something more interesting. And I was like, I like playing tennis, and then I was like, oh, well, I don't want to lie. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, I do like
Well,
playing
you
tennis,
can. Like,
but
they're not gonna check.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. And this guy's not even in the same fucking country. Like, he's not gonna know.
Yeah.
Um, but then I was like, oh, I really like baking. I was like, oh, that's a good hobby. Like it's not a lie. I do bake quite a bit. Um, and then I was like, oh, for some reason I said when I used to work at my old job, I used to bring uh like I used to be in bake sales and I used to like bring baked goods to the office and like that would be so fun to do now, like at this job. Ha ha
You're like,
ha.
the way I can contribute to this workspace is cook for you. Like, just make
Exactly.
you guys a sandwich? Girl, what are you
Exactly.
talking about?
I don't know why I said that.
What is this trad wife answer? Okay.
Maybe I thought he'd appreciate it because he's British. I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, but he's old man. Okay.
No, he's not old, but he has like he's very posh, you know.
Okay. Okay.
So maybe I thought that would appeal to. I don't know why. But then I realized my mistake because he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure like the guys in the office would love that." And I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh shit, wait, you can't even eat any of the shit that I bring if I bring anything."
He's
So
looking out for his fellow guys.
yeah, so I was just like, "Oh, like I just made you feel like shit." That wasn't my goal.
You should ship him some estrogen brownies.
I really should. I really, really
Like,
should.
thank you
Though
for giving me this job.
Hmm,
Here's some gifts for you.
yeah,
I know his
well,
wife will appreciate it.
I really
Like,
don't
oh,
feel
this
like he
man
needs
really
it.
listens to me. This man really
Yeah.
carries around hair ties for me. Oh, and like,
And also, what's with the? I feel like you getting fat? Like, why are your shirts kind of tight around the chest area?
ooh.
I'm not like,
Well, a
yeah.
woman would never say that, would she? That's not
That's
something a
true.
woman would say, at least not that directly. Well,
I would say that.
unless you're my mom, then maybe you'll say it.
I would say that. What the fuck?
Oh, damn, maybe you will.
We gotta.
Maybe
We.
we need more representation of toxic femininity because I guess I'm not seeing enough.
No, very true. Very true.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start walking around calling people fat. That's how I'm gonna start asserting my dom. See, speaking about like having like being a woman in STEM
Uh huh.
and being in like male dominated
It's
spaces,
always a fun topic.
it's always a fun topic, but it's on some level there's two options. One is like you start just not existing, or you exist in the background, or you kind of become a
Mhm.
guy, and it's like you're almost invisible, like they don't see
Yeah.
you. Or you start asserting dominance. And I think it's always better to assert dominance even when
Obviously.
you're not the boss, you know? Like they
Yeah.
just need to be a little afraid of you.
Oh, 100%.
And uh and this is how we're going to change the world, right?
Honestly, on that though, I feel like if you, as long as you aren't a complete doormat, you will always be perceived as sassy or bossy,
I guess.
and
And then you just go
therefore,
one level up, you
yeah,
know?
therefore you'll automatically already be in the range of like asserting dominance. The only other thing is you need to be correct. You can't be wrong about things. Or if
Oh,
you're
it's
wrong, you need to blame
yeah.
someone else.
No, no, no. Here's the thing I've started doing, and I will say my workspace is not necessarily male dominated, but I really enjoy doing this when like a guy is speaking. Is like I start like picking up details from their story or like details from their presentation and just like ask like, hey, so like that didn't make sense at all. Like, what were you trying to say right there? And
You
it's
actually say
or
that?
somebody is like, yeah, no, I actually, and
Oh,
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like I've been in this long enough that I've like gained some confidence
yeah.
and I'm like really exercising it. And obviously in other areas of my career I'm like deeply insecure and I want to gain control, right? And so this is how I'm expressing it, which is like somebody starts speaking and then I'm like, so like no, like that part you said actually didn't really make any sense to me. Could you repeat that? Or like
Wow.
not really like, and you have to say it in a way where like they don't question you for being dumb. Like they're like, am I dumb for explaining it like this, you
Yes,
know? You
yes.
gotta like you gotta throw it back at them. Or like when they're emailing you, you gotta somebody's emailing me is like, hey, how are you doing? Hope everything's going well. These are the questions I have for you. I'm hoping that you respond to me, whatever. And then I'm like, yeah, I can see you tomorrow. Full stop. No full stop, no punctuation, all
Oh yeah.
lowercase.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's also how you assert dominance, you know?
Wasn't this a thing? Like I feel like I saw this on like Instagram or something like where people would just like send one word emails
Oh,
to
that's me. Literally
yeah.
me. I'm like putting as little effort into emails as possible. It's almost
Mhm.
a text, all lowercase, no punctuations. And it's like, it lets them know that me responding to this has taken away precious time.
Yeah, I'm busy. I
I'm
don't have
busy.
time to read your fucking email.
Or I don't have time to care about your feelings.
Exactly. Yeah,
And there was like, I was dealing with some like shipment people like trying to deliver me something and they kept being late. And in hindsight, I could have been way meaner, but
mhm.
low key, I just did all lowercase text and I never gave them pleasantries. And I was just like, so when is this going to be here? Do you have a tracking number? Full stop.
Yeah.
And then no sign off, no like best, no
Yeah.
thanks, nothing. One line emails. And I think still the first email I send to someone when I'm reaching out to them is still going to be like, hey, hope you're well. This, best, whatever.
Mhm.
And then every follow up is just lines from a text.
Well, it's kind of exhausting when you have a lot of back and forth
Yeah.
because, yeah, you don't want to be saying like kind regards after every fucking
Yeah, but you gotta
email.
try to inject a little bit of meanness, being like, I don't want to be following up on this thread,
Yeah,
especially not with you. At least connect me with someone else.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like oh man, like emails are just like the worst thing ever,
Hmm.
and I hate them. And I think I'm going to go burn down a Microsoft Outlook data center
I swear.
because
And
that shit sucks.
what are some other ways I'm asserting dominance at work? I've been pretty blessed. Like my immediate coworker group has been women, which is
That's nice.
such a blessing, such a
Yeah.
blessing. But in my undergrad, I definitely didn't. In my specific cohort, uh, there were not a lot of. Somehow, I always ended up in classes or like groups where I was the only woman. Like there's like 30 people in this section, and somehow I'm the only woman. And
Yeah.
it kept happening. It happened like at least thrice. So I just didn't make a lot of friends in my department. Like a lot of my friends were just like in other departments or people I met other ways.
Mhm.
Um, and like it's so brutal that like in my final year, I remember this is like after COVID and everything was done. I was in this group, in this project group with a couple guys, and there was this one guy that would like say my name, like the bare minimum. Like he would acknowledge that I existed in the room when I was in a group project of 5 people, and he would say like, "Hey," and then say my name, and then look at my eyes, and then like hold like actual like little small talk and not just like ignore me. And I was like, when I tell you that this bare minimum, like I was in love with this guy. And then like and then it was just like it was crazy. I was so in love with him. And then like a year later, I'm like crazy. Like I literally did not get any respect in that department at all, when
Oh,
I'm probably one of the smartest people in that group, you know?
yeah,
Like
100%.
I I can't really say I did the most. And again, this is probably me being like, "Oh, I didn't do that much," but I was on par. And it was just like being in a male dominated field, huh? It really sucks the soul out of you that like the first guy that comes along giving you like a bare minimum attention, like is just like a unicorn somehow. And
Yeah.
I no longer feel that way, which is so good. Like I no longer just fall for the bare minimums, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I that fucking sucks. I it you said something where you were like, "Oh, you were on par." And yeah, that's exactly it though. It's like you only have to be on par, right? But
Well,
like
as a
if
woman, you
you're
have to
a
be way
yeah,
better,
I was just
apparently.
gonna say if you're a woman, you can't be on par. But like if as just like a person in a field, you only really have to be on par. There's no nope, there's no law telling you have to be above and beyond everybody else. But if you're a woman, you kind of have to be, you
Yeah,
know?
and just to get like the basic decency of a conversation
Yeah,
sometimes, you
yeah,
know, it's it's yeah, sometimes like I have so much envy for the guys. Like I know all they're talking about the weather, and then they're having their little guy talk. I don't even know what a guy talk is, but you know,
oh, it's a
uh,
lot of talk about cars and the
cars and
stock
sports and
market.
stock market.
And
And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I
yeah,
should get into this stuff so we have something to say. But I
I
deeply
know.
hate them
Actually, I've
so much.
yeah, I've been thinking about that. A lot of the people at my work talk about politics,
Yeah.
and it's an interesting sort of thing because um, I used to be very, very into politics. Like I would keep up with the news and always have an opinion, about everything.
Hmm.
and know who all the like key players are. And then I think like after a while, you kind of get exhausted. You're just like, I don't. It's not that I don't care. It's just like I don't have
You don't
the
have it in you to
capacity.
talk about it like
That's true.
constantly or like
Yeah.
hold your position. It's like
Yeah.
you have to, especially if you're like I don't know, as a woman, you definitely have different views fundamentally as
For
how a man
sure.
is seeing, and so you're having to like almost defend your position
Mhm.
constantly. You're already defending your existence by existing there, like in little things like you dress a little bit better than everyone else, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, even on your worst day when you like woke up a little bit late, you're still having like a full face of makeup somehow.
Yeah.
And it's little things that you're already defending your position in the place that becomes another part where it's like I think even if I was into cars and into weather, and I think I am into both, to be very fair with you, I just don't want to talk to them about it.
Hmm.
It's it's like I
No,
just want
that's
my
true.
girlies to get into this stuff so I can talk to them and we
Yeah.
can like write fan fiction about it.
So we can Fujo out.
Yes, it's like, do you guys see this weatherman? He's so cute.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, there's gonna be a category 5 hurricane and we gotta get out of this place.
Yeah, I guess yeah, you're right. I never really thought about it like that,
And you know
but you're
what?
so
The men are
right.
also writing fan fictions.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, it's just in their head. They're just not
It
physically
is.
putting it down because they're not creative. And here's like, I don't know why.
Or they're
Recently, I've been
ashamed.
thinking that I would love to be a straight man
Oh,
being
come on.
idolized by a straight man. Like
Yes.
that dynamic, I would love to experience
I
because
mean,
that's like, I think is peak.
I was just gonna say that's the peak, right? Of
That's
like
peak. And I don't
existence.
want to be a straight man at all.
No,
It's the
no.
opposite of what I want to be. But that adoration you can only get by being the straightest man ever, by the straightest man ever,
Yes.
who are secretly gay, I swear to God.
Yes, very true. But I do imagine that it must be really hurtful if you don't have that adoration, you know? If
As a
you've,
man,
yeah, as a man, like if you've done everything right and you're trying so
no,
hard
no,
and
no.
you don't get it.
I think you still get it. I think what's happening with the
I don't
incels
know.
is like they're still having that community. You still have some men sort of like validating your existence that way. It just like happens that like your content is not weather, your content is hating women. Like someone
Mm.
is still looking up to you like that.
I mean, I
I
was just gonna say it's better. It's definitely better than being a woman, but
I swear.
if you've never had that experience and you're a man and you're like, I just really want everybody's
True.
respect and like
Yeah, you're right.
getting it. It must hurt so much more than I don't know, like
But it hurts me too because I can like right now if like a straight man is not like doesn't like me, I'm like okay, but if a woman doesn't like me, like I'm like what did I do?
yeah,
Like
so
it
no, it's so
really
true.
gets to me. I don't know.
No, that's very true. I am a lot
What's
more
the
concerned.
safest person
I am
in
a
this
lot more,
world?
yeah.
Okay, one thing about being a woman in STEM that I really freaking hate is when I had like a larger group of girlfriends, I
Mhm.
would use babe so freely, babe, honey, baby girl, all of these.
Really?
Like
Oh,
I used to do it a lot.
really?
Like
You never call me babe.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's because of how much I've corrected myself.
No.
I've corrected myself that like in like the first couple of years at my current place, like I almost called my coworkers babes and baby girls a couple times, and
Mhm.
it was just like it just was like so awkward it to me. I don't know how they took
Oh,
it, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna replace it, and I'm just so mad about it because like terms of endearment like are all I have. I don't know.
yeah.
Well, I guess like when something gets taken away, you feel like that's all you had, but It feels like that's all I had. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I like have to bring it back, but I can't just start nowhere.
Right.
Like I can't just like suddenly start calling people at work babe. They're like, "What's wrong with you? Like you've never been like this."
Yes, that's I've always this is like a completely different thing, and we can come back to the terms of endearment because I do want to come back to it. But the thing of like I want to start doing something, but you all already know me and you're going to be like, "Where is this coming from?" I
And
hate
your
that.
true friends will accept it.
Yes. Yes.
And but
Actually,
it's the strangers.
I could like explain it to you and like maybe a handful of other people, and you'd all understand and you'd support me and you'd be like, yes, please start doing that.
Yeah.
And but if I start it and like around my coworkers or something, it's like they're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Literally. And it's like when something becomes part of your vernacular, like naturally,
Mhm.
it starts slipping out with your coworkers. And then, like, you don't want to be weird there. But when you
Yeah,
start correcting yourself there, you like are
you lose it.
fundamentally altering, like, somewhere in the depths of you
Very true.
that you're never going to get back. So, who do you care about more? Do you care about yourself or do you care about this weird guy who wants to talk about the weather? Is ultimately the
Or
decision that every
actually,
woman is making.
yeah, but it's also like, do I care about my job? It's not really about the people. Like,
Oh,
I don't really care about
you're
any
not
of
gonna
these
get
people.
fired for calling someone babe.
No, you're not gonna get
You're making
fired, but
someone
it's
uncomfortable.
different, you know? It's
Yeah,
not nobody's ever gonna get fired.
but it's a
But
seed for something, right?
exactly, and it's like maybe they won't choose you to do this one project, or
Or
maybe
they
they'll be
won't
like,
want to hang out with
yeah,
you.
or yeah, they might not be as open with you, and then that might lead to, you not having one conversation and that conversation leading to you being put on a project. Like, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
always, you gotta always be like making sure you're, you know, sanitized, but not too private because then that kind of creeps people out
you
because
want
they're
to.
giving
Yeah,
you
yeah,
so
yeah.
much and you're not giving them anything. But
Like
then
you
you
gotta
also,
let in a little bit of yourself, but not a lot.
exactly. Yeah,
But
yeah. It's
I
like
just
this.
hate how that alters me, like in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you spend like most of your time at work, like 8 hours a
Yeah,
day, and then like, that becomes the person you are, and you come home and you are just that person. Um, which sucks. And I've also seen it happen to people I know where they'll go to work and they work in a specific kind of environment. I'm
hmm.
thinking like, uh, you know, fitness fanatics or
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with designer and that kind of environment, which is like,
Uh-huh.
it's not necessarily male dominated, but it just that is that environment. And you kind of become that person and then it
Uh-huh.
changes who you are. And then I see these friends and I'm like, what? Who are you? Like,
Oh.
who did you turn into? Like, why are you suddenly so obsessed with going to Louis Vuitton? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Bro, well, can I tell you, I'm really into that suddenly. I've
Oh,
been
you
watching
are?
the YouTube channel where this guy just like reviews runways and talks about fashion designers. And this is the thing, like if somebody's hyper fixated on something and is like just like so passionately explaining it, like I will get into it. And so
Hmm.
now it's in my life goal to make it to a fashion week somehow.
Oh, that's always been my life goal.
Oh, really? We gotta make
I've
it
always
happen.
wanted to go.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We could. I
In the
live
next five
very
years,
close
make it
by.
happen. Yes.
Yeah, to a place where Fashion Week happens. Very, very close.
But like
You
I
know what I
want to
mean?
like dress well and I want to like
Yeah, yeah.
be able to sit there and I know
I
like
don't
a lot
know.
of the top ones are like we will never probably make it to a Louis Vuitton one, but we'll make it to like a Bowie Vuitton one, like an off-brand. And
Yes,
that's
but
okay
you
with
don't want to
me.
go. You don't want to go to those major brands anyway because they're
Yeah,
all
they're
shit.
boring.
Yeah, you want to go to the like underground designer with
Yeah,
the show in like some CD basement anyway. It's
literally.
kind of like
Yeah.
off Broadway, I imagine.
Please, I would love to do that. I
Yeah. Well, we can make it happen. It's not unrealistic. these ingredients specifically for this. Like I wanted the cherry juice because apparently it has magnesium or something, and I'm like trying to I'm seeing like if magnesium is going to help with anything, which it probably won't.
Oh, dude,
But
I've become such a chemist. I'm gonna be honest.
right. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, what I'm missing is right now iron. I'm like a little bit depressed. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
okay, up my magnesium. It's
Yeah.
probably like eat a banana for potassium. It's like
Yeah.
I'm collecting elements. I need to
Yeah.
find a nature source of like plutonium or something. Like, I swear I'm
What does
missing that a little
plutonium
bit.
do for you?
God knows, but it'll fix me, I'm telling you.
But you know, you have to like take these things. First of all, you have to take them regularly, and then you have to take them with other things that like help absorption and stuff like
That's
that.
what gets me because when I look at like the daily value thing, right? Like
Yeah.
vitamin C, you have to get all of your vitamin C every day because it's water soluble, which means it leaves. But like vitamin D is fat soluble, which means like it doesn't leave your body.
Hmm.
So that one you don't have to have every day technically, but you want to have enough of it.
Oh, I
But
didn't
like
know that.
things like fiber, things like iron. There's so many things that you have to get every day. And like when you look at like how much you need to eat to get the daily value of something, I'm like, this is impossible. Like based on what they say the recommended daily value is, everybody should be malnourished. Like
I
there's
think
no way.
everybody is.
Everybody is?
Well, like maybe not that guy who is like putting his son's blood in his body.